Hey, what's up, YouTube? Thanks for checking out my channel. It's Sabaton Friday here on Alan Reacts. So today, checking out a viewer recommendation. Okay, this one came from Nikita Shmekov. Hopefully I got that close enough. And it was for the song Hearts of Iron by Sabaton. Never heard of it before. I looked it up, and it's from their album Heroes. I looked up the history. It seems to be detailing the German forces in Berlin in 1945 and basically how they defied Hitler's order and High Command's orders to defend Berlin to the last man, and instead they created a refugee corridor to get civilians out of Berlin. Probably the best idea under the time. Pretty awful circumstances for sure. And let's see what Sabaton is bringing with Hearts of Iron.
See the Reich in vain, try to save Berlin in vain. It's a road to death and pain. On the other shore, there's the end of the war.
Big start, and basically summed up the whole situation right there with those opening few lines. All right, we'll just kick it off from the get-go here and go straight through.
In vain, try to save Berlin in vain. It's a road to death and pain. On the other shore, there's the end of the war. Who could ever have believed? Seems like nothing's been achieved. Just to walk a day, go all the way. The fronts are closing in. As the end is drawing near, the 12th Army interfere. Open up a route, get people out. Its forces spread out.
So less than a minute in, we've got all the classic Sabaton elements here. Definitely kind of a more almost like ballad-like song. Drums are a little restrained, you know, just kind of basic beat. Having some emphasis on the bass there with that verse where it's just pulled back. It's him and Joachim. And they do that a lot. Always works well. You know, the thing that's surprising me with this song, though, is that it's kind of more, I don't know, it's a little, like, happier than I would have expected, given, you know, the subject matter. I mean, it's sad, but it's also, I don't know, it has kind of this happy type feel. It's surprising. Am I crazy? Do you guys hear that, too?
It's the end of the war. Reach for endless joy.
Oh, okay. So the river that separated, yeah, the river Elbe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I believe that's where, like, the American lines were, right? So they're trying to get over to the American side.
It's the end, the war's been lost. Keeping them safe till the river's been crossed. Nicht ein Schlag, ein Rettungsaktion. Holding on the ground till the final platoon. Hurry up, we're waiting for you. Men of the 9th and civilians too. Dispossessed, surrendering to the West. Who'll survive and who will die? Up to Kriegsglück to decide. Those who made it cross without a loss have reason to reflect. It is not about Berlin. It is not about the Reich. It's about the men who fought for them. What peace can they expect?
That's a theme you hear a lot in, you know, people reflecting on war often. It's like the soldiers aren't necessarily fighting for, like, grand ideals or something. They're often just trying to survive, just fighting for one another, certainly for the guy next to him. And, you know, even my own experience, having been deployed many years ago, 15 years ago, definitely can relate to that. I know that was certainly an element, and I had heard that from many other guys in the Army as well. And it's something you hear throughout history, as I said.
It's the end of the war. Reach for endless joy. It's the end, the war's been lost. Keep
I want to go back just a little bit. I really like how they build into this chorus. I don't know. I don't know who was the drummer at the time of this recording. I can't place this album in their chronology off the top of my head. I think, was it kind of an older one? Am I correct in that? Is it like before 2010? Anyway, so he's doing like almost a backbeat, and then he switches over and has the drum kind of do like basically a 4 on the floor, so to speak, for like one measure, and then has that tom fill, and it goes into that chorus. The guitars especially are really, you know, coming in big, emphasizing these big changes. It's not like they're doing like, you know, a big riff or anything like that, or anything thematic. There's that backbeat.
It's the end, the water's been lost, keeping them safe till the river's been crossed. Nicht ein Schlag, ein Rettungsaktion, holding the ground till the final platoon. Hurry up, we're waiting for you, men of the 9th and civilians too. Dispossessed, surrendering to the West.
God, it's hard to imagine losing everything you own, having that swept away. That's crazy.
See the city burn on the other side, going down in flames as two worlds collide. Who can now look back with a sense of pride? On the other shore, there's the end.
This is great having everything except the kick drum there.
See the city burn on the other side,
And kind of
going down in flames as two worlds collide.
military style roll on the snares.
On the other shore, there's the end of the war.
Hey, did that solo remind you of Queen with Bohemian Rhapsody? It sounded very reminiscent of it, to me at least.
It's the end, the water's been lost, keeping them safe till the river's been crossed. Nicht ein Schlag, ein Rettungsaktion, holding the ground till the final platoon. Hurry up, we're waiting for you, men of the 9th and civilians too. Dispossessed, surrendering to the winter city burn on the other side, going down in flames as two worlds collide. Who can now look
Wow, that
back
was pretty
with a sense
cool.
of pride? On the other shore, there's the end of
It's like they dropped a bar and jumped back to the chorus.
See the city burn on the other side, going down in flames as two worlds collide. Who can now look back with a sense of pride? On the other shore, there's the end of the war. See the rage in vain, dragons anchoring in vain. We saw road to death and pain. On the other shore.
The fade out, you don't hear that a lot in a lot of more modern metal tracks. That's kind of an older school type thing. Yeah, the fade out there, having kind of a almost like guitar solo outro type thing. Really big hits there. It was with the snare was very pronounced. Having the choir sing all those parts. Really, they did a great job of building it up to the end. And Sabaton always does a good job of that. They develop the song all the way through. It really keeps you engaged. They add enough variations and variety to the theme or, you know, some element of it. So it gives you something as the listener, you know, that kind of that hook that you can hold on to, you know, mentally as you're listening to it. But it's adding new things, new stuff is coming at you. It's one thing that's a little tricky with doing these reactions, because I know if you've heard this song many times, you'll watch a reaction and you're like, oh, how did that guy not, you know, catch this part or recognize this part or whatever? And definitely myself going back listening to these songs, I'm like, oh shit, how did I not hear this part, you know? But hey, thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Please drop a recommendation of another song you would like me to check out. Hey, another band that you would like me to check out. While you're at it, hit like and hit subscribe. I do these Sabaton reactions every Friday. Do plenty of other reactions. So thanks again.